How to divide 2 to 3 digit dividend by 1 digit divisor. Grade 2 Math. Always remember the acronym DMSCD. D for divide, M for multiply, S for subtract, C for compare, and D for drop. Example, divide 216 divided by 4 equals N. First, divide the first two digits from the left, 21 by 4. 21 divided by 4 equals 5. Hint, skip count by 4 and stop at the number nearest 21 but not higher than 21. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So 20 is the number nearest 21 but not higher than 21. Or you can use inverse multiplication. 4 times 5 equals 20. So you have partial quotient 5. Multiply the partial quotient 5 by the divisor 4. 5 times 4 equals 20. Let's go to S. Subtract the product 20 from 21 of the dividend. 21 minus 20 equals 1. Now, let's compare the difference. It must be 0 or less than the divisor. So, the difference must be 0 or less than the divisor. Here, the difference is 1 and 1 is less than the divisor 4. Moving on, let's go to D. Drop the next digit 6, then go back to the first step, which is divide. So the combined number 1 and 6 will become 16. So let's divide 16 divided by 4 equals 4. Then multiply 4 times 4 equals 16. Next step is S, which is subtract. Subtract the product 16 from 16. 16 minus 16 equals 0. Again, let's compare the difference. It must be 0 or less than the divisor. So the final quotient for this is 54. 216 divided by 4 equals 54. How to divide 2 to 3 digit dividend by 1 digit divisor. Let's review the acronym DMSCD. D for divide, M for multiply, S for subtract, C for compare, and D for drop. Example, divide 325 divided by 5 equals N. First, D is to divide the first two digits from the left, 32, by 5. 32 divided by 5 equals 6. For your hint, skip count by 5 and stop at the number nearest 32 but not higher than 32. Let's skip count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 is the number nearest 32 but not greater or higher than 32. Or you may use inverse multiplication. 6 times 5 equals 30. 6 will be the partial quotient. So next step is to multiply the partial quotient 6 by the divisor 5. 6 times 5 equals 30. We go to S, or subtract the product 30 from 32 of the dividend. 32 minus 30 equals 2. Next step is letter C, compare. Compare the difference. It must be 0 or less than the divisor. 2 is less than the divisor 5. Let's go to the second D of the acronym, meaning drop. Drop the next digit 5, Then go back to the first step, D, which is divide. Divide 25 by 5. 25 divided by 5 equals 5. Let's go to M, or multiply. Multiply the second partial quotient 5 by the divisor 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. Let's go to S. Subtract the product 25 from 25. 25 minus 25 equals 0. Let's compare the difference. It must be 0 or less than the divisor. So we find no problem with the comparisons. So we come up with the final quotient, which is 65. 325 divided by 5 equals 65.